Hey y'all, I'm just about to make kiddos lunch and I have so much that I really want to weigh in on. I was going to do a mental health vlog today, but I'm not feeling it because right now I'm angry and I wanted to talk about how we can relax and cope during these stressful times, but it's hard to put on that fake face when I'm not feeling it. So I'm not going to fuck around and act like I'm in the mood to teach people how to cope through stressful times. Right now, a lot of people are weighing in on Twitter, some rightfully so, some not rightfully so, about what we should be relitigating and who needs to take the blame for who. And the point blank truth is, if you stay at home in 2016, if you protest voted in 2016, if you voted for the pussy grabber in 2016, you are responsible for the reproductive rollback in Texas. You are responsible for allowing the government who for 4 years were incompetent to put our courts into the hands of people who want to restrict the rights of people. A friend of mine made a good point about white people in America, which I know is going to burn some of you who watch this. Not my problem. A lot of you have grown up with the idea that owning people, whether it's a human female or somebody that doesn't look like you, is natural. They're beneath you. We're to help. We are invisible unless you can utilize us for something. And you can't seem to understand that we're all human beings and we deserve equal rights to exist and live in this country and beyond. And it's painful for you to share the lot because you want to feel like you're better and more superior than us when you've had an unfair advantage in life for far too long, and now you're being called down on that. So instead of working with us towards actual progress, if we don't center your agenda or feelings, you stay home. You penalize us for actually wanting progress for everybody, and then you get mad because we won't center your fucking self-centered agendas and feelings. I am so sick of having these conversations. But what I'm not going to do is pretend like I can't see who is responsible for where we are right now. Look in the mirror if you don't vote in every election. Look in the mirror if you make excuses not to turn in a ballot, which is your basic civic duty. Look in the mirror if you push people who talk more than actually get legislating done. I am so tired of actual progress having roadblocks because we don't center your white agenda, because we don't center your money issues over our reality. You can call our being afraid for our kids going out into the world and being murdered by the people who are supposed to protect and serve us identity politics. You're now acting like this reproductive issue, which is going to happen in more red states, it's just a identity politics. No, this is our real life, and these are the consequences that we have to suffer for it because you want to bitch about student loans instead of working with us so that we can actually get relief and get the college that you want to get. I'm just tired of having these conversations because they're so unnecessary. But we can't get past the barrier of your white feelings and your white fragility. And you can't decenter yourself from the conversation because if it ain't about you, you can't worry about it. But now I'm seeing white women talking about this is the new slavery. And let me tell you right now, because I went off earlier on that and riding a bike calmed me down some, but not enough. For you to open your mouth and put an inconvenience that you set upon yourself because Hillary Clinton just wasn't enough for you as what my ancestors went through is unacceptable because nobody wants to talk about slavery in the context of teaching actual history, teaching the effects of systemic racism that we're still feeling today. But you want to compare things to racism? You know how bad it is, but you don't want to know how bad it is, and it's exhausting. It is exhausting existing in a country that devalues me unless they can use me. It's exhausting living in a country that says progress for me but not for thee. It's exhausting for people to say that my reality is identity politics when that is all you have been playing for 400 fucking years. So right now I am angry and I am tired and I want to make my baby lunch and I want to calm down, but I am so sick and tired of the selfish entitlement that constantly has us in messes, and then you cry for black women like me to save you because I do my basic civic duty. I've never let my mental health my income level or anything else stop me from doing my civic right the right way. The only way to get progress is to do my part. And I've understood that since I was a child, because I grew up in America that didn't want me to exercise my right to vote. And maybe if some of you fuckers feel a little bit of what I've felt my entire life, you will understand why taking this seriously is so fucking important. But no, too many of you wait till it's too late and then you hem and you haw and you whine and you don't want to fucking self-reflect. But you're gonna have to if we're gonna get progress. Because progress comes from realizing your part in the systemic ills of the society. But if you're not willing to do that basic step, don't be surprised when shit like Texas happens in your state.